What is the B-2 Spirit, the $2.2 billion stealth bomber that changed warfare forever? Stop. If you've been thinking the B-2 Spirit is just an invisible plane, this video will change everything for you. Because the technology behind this massive machine, its engineering marvel design, and its power on the battlefield are far more than you can imagine. In the next 10 minutes, I'll reveal the critical details you don't know about this $2.2 billion beast, the real reason only 21 were ever built, and why no enemy radar can detect it. But first, you'll want to see what kind of weapons payload this aircraft flies with. Now let's clarify something. The B-2 Spirit isn't just a bomber. This is a weapon of war born from Cold War paranoia, representing the pinnacle of modern aviation engineering. Produced by Northrop Grumman from 1987 to 2000, this flying wing design was developed to completely penetrate enemy air defense systems. So the question is, why only 21 instead of 132? The answer is simple, but shocking. Each B-2 Spirit costs $2.2 billion. That's equivalent to a small country's annual budget. When it achieved initial operational capability in 1997, the US Air Force announced these aircraft were designed for nuclear strike missions. But after the Soviet Union collapsed, the B-2's role completely transformed. Think about it. You're spending billions on invisibility. But here's the real question. Is invisibility enough? No. Because the B-2 Spirit isn't just invisible to radar. It's also optimized against infrared sensors, acoustic detection, and electromagnetic detection systems. This is the most advanced level of modern stealth technology. Now let me tell you a secret. There are only 2 pilots inside this aircraft. 2 people controlling a massive machine with a 70-meter wingspan weighing 160,000 pounds. And these 2 pilots can deliver nuclear or conventional weapons to any target on Earth, all by themselves. Here's what's critical. The B-2 Spirit is the only aircraft in active service worldwide that can carry significant air-to-surface standoff weapons while maintaining its stealth configuration. No other combat aircraft can do this. So how does this incredibly special aircraft fly? Because the B-2 Spirit's design is completely different from conventional aircraft. The flying wing structure flies with just the wings themselves, without a tail or vertical stabilizer. This design minimizes radar cross-section, but it has one problem. It's naturally unstable, meaning without constant pilot intervention, the aircraft could lose balance. But Northrop Grumman engineers found the solution. A quadruplex computer-controlled fly-by-wire system. This system automatically adjusts flight surfaces and settings to maintain balance without pilot intervention. So the pilot isn't actually physically flying the aircraft, they're commanding the computer. And this is where things get interesting. Now, to understand just how advanced the B-2's stealth technology is, you need to know one fact. This aircraft's radar cross-section is 0.01 square meters, meaning it gives off a signal about as small as a bird. Modern air defense systems can detect enemy aircraft from miles away, but the B-2 Spirit remains undetected even when passing right under these systems' noses. This changes the rules of the game in warfare strategy, because if enemy air defenses can't see you, they can't stop you. The B-2's stealth capabilities are based on 3 main factors. 1. Shape design. Instead of sharp edges and flat surfaces, smooth curves and clean lines are used. This scatters radar waves in different directions, minimizing reflection. 2. Radar absorbent materials, RAM. The aircraft's outer surface is coated with special composite materials. These materials absorb radar waves, preventing reflection. 3. Engine concealment. The B-2's 4 F-117 PWW-100 engines are embedded inside the wing. They're not outside like most jet engines. This protects them from both radar and infrared detection. Pattern interrupt, visual irony, the Rate 2. Now here's the ironic part. You spend all this effort on invisibility, but during maintenance, the aircraft is completely exposed. After each flight, detailed inspections are performed in special hangars because the stealth coating is extremely sensitive. Even minor damage can increase the radar cross-section. Stealth technology isn't just about invisibility. It's about every level of remaining undetected. The B-2 Spirit uses pitostatic sensing plates instead of conventional pitot tubes. This accurately collects critical flight data, like airspeed and angle of attack, while maintaining the stealth profile. Additionally, Northrop Grumman conducted years of research for the B-2's directional control. Ultimately, they succeeded in providing efficient control while minimizing radar visibility, using a combination of split-brake rudders and differential thrust. So exactly how lethal is the B-2 Spirit? The answer will surprise you. A bomber's true power depends not so much on how invisible it is, but on how much destruction it can create. The B-2 Spirit has 2 internal bomb bays, meaning it doesn't carry external weapons. So its radar visibility stays near zero. The B-2's payload capacity is incredible. Conventional weapons. It can carry 80 SACO's 500-pound Mk-82 JDAM GPS-guided bombs. Nuclear weapons. 16x 2,400-pound B-83 nuclear bombs, each one 80 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. So a single B-2 Spirit has the power to erase a city from the map. Pattern interrupt, micro cliffhanger. But here's the really interesting part. How do they load these weapons? Because loading munitions onto a B-2 Spirit isn't like loading an ordinary aircraft. A specialized munitions team loads the weapons safely and accurately, following strict procedures. Munitions are transported from storage to the hangar bay using bomb lift equipment and trailers. Critical rule: cell phones, pagers, and PDAs are prohibited because electromagnetic radiation can damage exposed munitions. Each munition is thoroughly inspected and then mounted to the B-2's bomb bays or rotary launchers. Airmen follow specific instructions to properly align, attach, and secure the munitions. This process can take hours, but every step must be perfect. A technician stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base says, "The B-2 is really special. There's only a certain number of them, and they're all here at Whiteman. To come here and work on the only bomber that can do what it does? Nothing compares." Now, to understand how a B-2 Spirit flies, you need to know this. This aircraft cannot naturally fly. Yes, you heard that right. The flying wing design is inherently unstable in flight. Conventional aircraft have tails and vertical stabilizers. These provide balance, but the B-2 doesn't have them. So in theory, without constant pilot intervention, the aircraft would lose control. Northrop Grumman solved this problem with a quadruplex fly-by-wire system. This system uses 4 independent computers to automatically adjust flight surfaces. When the pilot moves the joystick, they're actually commanding the computer. And the computer calculates and applies the optimal control surface movements in milliseconds. This is thousands of times faster than human reflexes. The B-2 Spirit has 4 pairs of control surfaces along the wing's trailing edge. Most surfaces are active across various flight conditions, but the inner 11s are typically used only at slow speeds, such as during landing. An interesting design feature: during takeoff, all elevons droop downward. This is done to prevent contact damage. Now here's the irony. You spend billions building the most advanced stealth aircraft, but then the pilot needs to refuel in mid-air because the B-2 Spirit's range isn't unlimited. Aerial refueling. The B-2 can perform aerial refueling for long-range missions. This means the aircraft receives fuel from a tanker aircraft while in flight. Alternatively, the hot pit refueling method is also used. This means rapid ground refueling with engines running. This is critical for quick response scenarios. So how do you maintain a 160,000-pound, multi-billion-dollar stealth bomber? Answer: extremely carefully. The B-2 Spirit's stealth coating is so sensitive that even a small crack or damage can significantly increase the radar cross-section. That's why detailed inspections are performed after every flight. The aircraft is stored in special climate-controlled hangars, because humidity and temperature fluctuations can damage the stealth coating. For landing gear maintenance, the massive aircraft is raised with hydraulic jacks. All hydraulic cylinders are meticulously checked for leaks, and wheels are replaced if any damage is detected. Simultaneously, engine maintenance is performed. This is a critical step to ensure the aircraft's reliability and operational readiness. Pre-flight preparations encompass critical aspects across a wide range, from avionics to systems, engine function to flight controls. Every element is rigorously tested to ensure the bomber's readiness for the complexities of modern aerial warfare. Avionics, the electronic systems used in aviation, play a critical role in the B-2's stealth operations. Comprehensive checks are needed to maintain the aircraft's low visibility and high efficiency. Similarly, engine performance is scrutinized because it must flawlessly support long-range, high-altitude missions. B-2 Spirit maintenance isn't just a technical process, it's an art form. Every screw, every panel, every system must be perfect. Before the B-2 Spirit, there was another stealth legend, the F-117 Nighthawk. So what's the difference between these two aircraft? The F-117 Nighthawk was developed by Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works department in the 1970s. Its purpose was to counter advanced Soviet SAM systems. Its maiden flight was at Nevada's Groom Lake in 1981, and the first production model was delivered in 1982. The F-117 is a single-seat, subsonic, twin-engine aircraft, equipped with a sophisticated suite of navigation and attack systems. It primarily relies on GPS and inertial navigation systems, with an internal bay capable of carrying up to 5,000 pounds of munitions. Designed with a distinctive faceted shape to minimize radar detection, its radar cross-section is approximately 0.01 square meters. The F-117's limited capacity led to the development of the larger, more versatile B-2. Delivered to Whiteman Air Force Base in 1993, the B-2 achieved initial operational capability in 1997. But now, a new era is beginning. The US Air Force plans to replace the aging B-2, B-1, and B-52 fleets with next-generation bombers. The Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider, the B-2's successor, is currently under development. Initially, there were plans to operate the B-2 until 2058, but the 2019 budget moved its retirement up to no later than 2032. The B-2 Spirit is modern aviation's most advanced stealth bomber, a $2.2 billion engineering marvel. Only 21 were built, each carrying incredible destructive power and nearly invisible to enemy radars. With its flying wing design, quadruplex fly-by-wire system, radar-absorbent materials, and embedded engines, the B-2 represents the pinnacle of stealth technology. If this video taught you anything, it's this. When technology and engineering come together properly, you can make the invisible possible. If you want more in-depth analysis videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments what military technology you want a video about. I'll cover the most popular suggestion in the next video. Next week, I'll reveal the F-22 Raptor's air superiority secrets. You'll see why no enemy aircraft has a chance against it in air combat. See you soon.